Football Prizes sponsors Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Football Prizes gives you the chance to win the very best prizes the beautiful game has to offer, from hospitality tickets and matchday experiences to rare and unique signed memorabilia. Football Prizes offers it all. This is your chance to win a stunning 2021-22 squad signed and custom framed Rangers shirt for just £3.95. This competition closes 10th of August at 7:30pm with a guaranteed live draw on Thursday the 11th of August from 8:30pm. Go to footballprizes.co.uk or click the link in the description for this podcast to get your tickets. Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 2, Kilmarnock 0 in the first home league game of the season. Not a performance probably that's going to set the world on fire. It is 3 points, it is a clean sheet, and Alfredo Morelos is back. I am Scott Carney and I'm in the car with Ali Pearson. Ali, how are you?
How we doing? It's a rare event, me driving a car on a Saturday 2 o'clock, but I have other events I need to be to tonight, so next Saturday I will be in the pub, don't worry.
Yeah, I'll add the sound of a whip cracking over the top of that.
Play the game, that's what it is.
Of a whip cracking. Yeah, so, today wasn't a performance that we're probably going to particularly remember. However, it was important to get 3 points and it was important to keep a clean sheet, and that's exactly what we have done. The starting 11 today was McLaughlin, Tav, Goldson, Sands, Yilmaz, Lundstrom, Davis, Tillman, Wright, Cholak and Lawrence kind of played out on the left hand side. Ali, none of us were anywhere near that, and possibly a bit of a shock. I think we probably shouldn't be shocked that Steve Davis got added to the team.
No, like we said in the pub, nobody got that right at all, but I can understand why he brought Davis in to try and control the game, tell folk what to do basically, because our midfield I thought were a bit clueless during the week. That's what I thought. He brought Davis in, bit of experience in there, and you know what Kilmarnock are going to do. So looking at it when the team came out, I wasn't too shocked, to be honest.
No. It was a decent enough team. It's a team that you would expect to beat Kilmarnock, let's put it that way. The first half was a slog. I'm not going to lie, it was a slog. Not that Rangers weren't decent in spells, because I think we were. Kilmarnock, again, they did exactly what they expected them to do. They were there to do one thing, and that was to survive. They were not interested in playing football at all, but it's where they are just now as a club. The closest we came was Lawrence hitting a shot from outside the box that hit the bar, and Goldson had a shot that went into the side netting, probably a wee bit unlucky from that. Ali, I think the only positive we were positive all in, I suppose, because we kind of dominated the half without really doing very much. But I think Tillman just looks a class above.
Yeah, he was very good, Tillman again. Again, you can tell where he's came from, obviously Bayern Munich. He was very good, but in terms of Rangers in the first half, they had all the ball, Rangers, but never really hurt Kilmarnock again. Like you say, Lawrence had a good shot off the bar, Goldson was unlucky to be fair, but apart from that, it was a wee bit laboured again, and again it's another first half where we can't really get going. So it's a worry for me that we don't seem to get going till the second half, but we never looked in danger. The only thing that would put us in danger would be us, to be honest.
It would have been us. It does just look like we're a wee half yard off it at times. Some of the passes just not really hitting their mark, and it is the start of the season, I get that, but we're now into the thick of things, so we have to soon improve. But Ali's spot on there, we were not in any great danger from Kilmarnock at all. I don't think they had an effort in the first half, going off the top of my head. I don't think they did. Into the second half, I was expecting maybe a change. I'm not 100% sure. I was unsure. Looking at the bench, obviously Alfredo was on the bench. We were all desperate to see him. He got the biggest applause of the first half, I would think, when he came out to warm up, which is weird. It's a weird thing when that happens. But it went straight into the second half, and we do take the lead. I think this goal I don't ever give, and I'm not going to bring the referee into it, I don't ever give Clancy especially any credit, but this one there was about 3 or 4 fouls on the lead up to this goal and he let it go, so I have to give him credit for that. The ball I think is slipped by Lawrence, I think, slips it to Cholak, and Cholak very coolly makes right along the ground into the corner, and that'll do him the world of good, and it did Ibrox the world of good too.
There's a running joke where I sit, the guy that sits beside me is never there because he lives in London. He only appears for the Old Firm games, so the seat beside me is always free. And there's a running joke that we always bring Scotia down in the second half because Rangers score. And they did, again, Rangers. And he needed that Cholak, to be fair. Good finish by him. He laid it off to Lawrence, and then Lawrence gave it back to him. And he finishes it well, Cholak, and it put us on our way. And it was good for the big man because a lot of folk have been getting on his back. It's the way he plays. He's not Alfredo Morelos.
No.
But it was good that he got a goal, and that'll give us confidence to a right good boost going forward.
No, definitely. It was great to see him score. It really was. We make substitutions as well. Yilmaz comes off, Barisic comes on. Tillman came off to a good reception as well. Arfield came on. Who else came on? Matondo came on for Scott Wright as well. Scott Wright, quickly, mate. He's very bipolar.
Yeah, he was good in flashes again today, Scott Wright. There was one with the ball kind of...
The glaring mistake that he made, yes.
It kind of got through him somehow, and he had acres of space to run in and go and goal, and for some reason he kind of went back with it, and the whole of Ibrox, that groan that goes around Ibrox was there. And that's what Scott Wright is, I think. He's just... He's came from Aberdeen, that's the type of player he is. He's not the finished article at all, but he is very frustrating because you can see it. You can see he's got ability, but at the same time you can see why he's came from Aberdeen, because he just misses that wee extra bit in his game, I think.
Yeah, Yilmaz as well. Obviously that was his home debut. I thought he looked a wee bit nervous at points today. I don't think he looked fully comfortable yet. I'm not writing the guy off before anybody slates me in the comments or anything. I don't mean that. He's going to take a wee bit of time to bed in. He's a lot smaller than I thought he was. Yeah, he's a lot smaller than I thought he was. However, he is next to quite big players. But he was okay in spells. Expecting a wee bit more, as you do as a Rangers fan. You always expect absolute world beater as soon as they step onto the pitch, but it didn't really quite happen for him. But he'll come good.
Yeah, I mean, you see YouTube videos of this boy. I mean, everyone looks good on YouTube, and you see him going up and down the wing and whipping balls and everything. You think this is what we're going to get. And I thought he was quite nervous today, to be honest. He played the safe ball all the time. He didn't gamble, which I wanted to see more of him do that, and didn't have much down the left because of that. And yeah, I didn't think he was. If I'm being honest, I had to rate him in just a performance. I didn't think he was great. To me, he was a 6 out of 10 today.
Yeah.
But it's his first game. The only good thing I would say on it is our next couple of games are all at Ibrox, and we've not got a difficult away game or anything. So, and we've got a European game coming up, which may suit him more than Kilmarnock, who just sit in there. So, I don't think he had a great game, but it's early doors. We've seen with other players.
Yeah, I do think there was a handball that was a penalty. Scotia thinks that the new rule means it hit him and hit the hand means it wasn't a penalty. I'm not 100% sure. I shouted for it at the time. It's one I'm going to need to look back on, but I was convinced it was a penalty. Even at that, we got a massive reception as Cholak came off, and Alfredo Morelos came on. It was great to see him back. Absolutely brilliant. Didn't take him long to make his mark. I think Matondo does really well down the right hand side for this one. Doesn't really give up on it. He probably should shoot. He chooses to cross it. It does come back to him after the block. Then it gets to the back post, and it's the most Alfredo Morelos goals ever. He kind of bundles it into the back of the net. It doesn't matter. Alfredo's back, mate, and he's scoring.
Yeah, he knew he was going to score it.
Yeah, of course he was.
We all laughed about it at half time, saying he's the guy that's going to score the winner. But no, it was the biggest Morelos goal you ever see. He had a couple of chances during the game where he scuffed. You can tell he's not played football in 5 months. He looks way off it, to be honest. Boy, like I say, he hasn't played in 5 months, but he was there when it counted, and he put the ball in the way. He scuffed it, as you said. It was the most Morelos goal you'll see, but it gets him off the mark, Morelos, and Ibrox went mental when that happened.
It does, and it gets teams thinking again that Alfredo is back, as I mentioned the other night. But yeah, we kind of do see the game out. There's a few bomb scare moments, passing this ball out from the back again, and Goldson decides to try and take on the whole team himself and kind of gets caught out, but nothing really comes for it at all. Rangers were very comfortable. Kilmarnock are not a very good team. So for me, man of the match today is Tillman. I think he looks like an absolute gem of a player. I think some of the turns, some of the passes, his intelligence as a football player is there to see. And for me, he was man of the match today. Scotia, before we left him, he also said Tillman. Ali, you're man of the match today?
Probably going to give it a hat-trick, to be honest. I thought Tillman was very good. He's a level above some of our players, to be honest. Tillman, he thinks 2 steps ahead when some of our players don't think that
Definitely.
way. So he was very impressive. I would also say I thought Lawrence was good in spells.
Oh, he was, yeah.
I still don't think he's suited to out wide. I think he's more of a 10, but that's where Tillman's going to play. So interested to see where he slots in. And Steve Davis was good today.
Davis, yeah.
But no, Tillman for me.
Steve Davis today. It's exactly what you expect of Steve Davis. He was 7 out of 10, no bother at all, absolutely no problem at all. I did say at half time, I thought we could have took Davis or Lundstrom off and put Scott Wright out in the left, put Matondo on the right, and have Tillman and Lawrence both in the middle, because Tillman was pretty much gave a free roll today, and you can see why he's doing it, because he's a class above. He looks like a real talent, this lad, for sure. So yes, 3 points is all that matters. It's a clean sheet and Alfredo's back. As Saturday afternoons go, it's not a bad one. Just quickly, Ali, we're not going to be on now until Tuesday night. This Tuesday night is going to be absolutely massive. I'm not really sure what the team's going to be. I think we all just hope that it's not Lundstrom, Kamara and Jack in the midfield. So what are you... I mean, there was no Ryan Kent on the bench, mate, today, so what are you expecting now from Tuesday? You think if Kent is fit, Kent plays?
If Kent's fit, Kent plays for me. I'll be interested to see what Gio says in his presser there, but yeah, if he's fit for me, he plays. He's a huge part of our team, Kent. So for me, he plays. I know he gets a bit of a raw deal. I think Kamara will probably come back.
Yeah, he probably will.
He likes him in Europe, but we need to come out of traps. We can't have this slow start that we've been having for the last couple of games here. We need to come out the blocks and get an early goal. If we can get an early goal in the first 20 minutes, I'm confident Rangers can kick on and get other goals. So it's down to you now, Rangers.
It is over to Rangers. Alfredo start for you?
No, I'd go with Cho.
If Alfredo's fit, I would always play Alfredo, and that's no disrespect to Cho.
Just from what I've seen at Morelos today, I thought he was very rusty because he has been out for 5 months.
Yeah.
I get,
but he scored.
I know, I get that, but I'm just thinking, to me, I'd start Cho.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one to see now. I think I'll agree with Ali. We have to come out the blocks on Tuesday absolutely firing. We have to really try and take this game to Union, because if we don't and we start slow and we start sluggish, then it'll not only affect the players, it will affect the crowd as well, and we're going to need to be with the team the whole way, which we will be, but it is now very much over to the players. A massive game ahead for us at this stage of the season. So yeah, that will do us for today. As always, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the videos, that would be very much appreciated, and we will be with you on Tuesday with a reaction one way or another. Ali, thank you very much for being my chauffeur.
No problem. I'll on to Tuesday and then Saturday again at Ibrox, so it's coming thick and fast, but that's the way we want it.
That's the way we want it. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and I'll speak to you all on Tuesday. Cheers everybody.